On September 10th, 2013, at about 3:53 a.m., Platteville Police Department noticed the Honda Civic traveling a wrong way down a one-way street. The Platteville officer turns around on him, turns on his lights and siren to make a traffic stop. The vehicle takes off at a high rate of speed, and the officers terminate and shut off their lights and sirens, and the Honda Civic leaves the city of Platteville. At about 6:30 in the morning, James Kruger arrives at a relative's house in the village of Cassville. That relative is Keith Dale Kruger. During the time that James was there, he pointed a gun at Dale, grabs him by the throat, forces him down the steps, forces him to open the safe where some money is, and this was all done at gunpoint. James threatens the relative, Dale, that he was going to kill him. James also took an unknown amount of money from the safe and also 3 weapons. The weapons were a .22 rifle, a 12-gauge shotgun, and a 9mm handgun. While James was taking the money out of the safe, Dale was able to escape, run out of the house, and called 911 about 6:30 in the morning. Correction, about 6:50 in the morning. A couple of minutes later, the Sheriff's Department receives a phone call in reference to gunshots being heard on the south edge of the village of Cassville. A search for the Honda Civic ensued, and the Wisconsin State Patrol was called and asked to bring a plane down to help search the area. From 7:15 a.m. till approximately 8:50 a.m., James was at a residence outside of Cassville. At approximately 11:16 a.m., the Grant County Sheriff's Department received a phone call from a female stating that her husband was taken by gunpoint, and the gun was also pointed at her. James took the male subject and his truck and his cattle trailer and left the residence. The female stated that James told her that if she called the cops, he would kill her husband. James also changed his clothes before leaving the residence. James had the shotgun and a handgun when they did leave the residence. After leaving the residence, James saw a vehicle which was for sale in the village of Mount Ida along Highway 18. James wanted to buy the vehicle, and he was able to talk with the owner of the vehicle, and the owner then met him at Mount Ida to talk about selling the vehicle. The owner of the vehicle refused to sell the vehicle to James, and James also had a handgun tucked in his waistband during this whole encounter. After leaving and driving through Fenimore, James struck an unattended vehicle with the cattle trailer. James decided at that point that he needed to get rid of the trailer. They unhooked the trailer on Weinbrenner Road in Fenimore Township. The victim wanted to stay with the cow that was inside the trailer, but James would not let him. They then traveled to the city of Dodgeville, where the victim was able to escape. Charges that we'll be referring to the Grant County District Attorney's Office through the city of Platteville will be for eluding. Through the village of Cassville would be attempted homicide, robbery, felon in possession of a firearm, and criminal damage to property. And through Grant County will be kidnapping, reckless endangering safety, and robbery. The initial information we had that he was wanted for attempted homicide out of the city of Madison.
Where is he now? Where is Kruger now?
He's currently in the Iowa County Jail.
How was he eventually captured then? Did he put up a fight at the end, or how did that happen?
My understanding that happened in Dane County. After his vehicle hit the road spikes, he came to a stop and he got out of the vehicle.
How how's he doing mentally, psychologically? I mean, is it rattled him pretty bad?
Brent talked to him this morning.
Yeah, I mean,
You know the mic?
yeah, he's shook up pretty, pretty bad, but he's doing okay.